This is the plaintiff, James Odell. He says he's a former professional tennis player who went to the defendant, an orthopedist, because he was suffering from foot pain. The guy made him a very expensive custom orthotic insert for his shoes, and when he wore them, his feet hurt even more than they did before. When he went to a podiatrist, she told him the foot inserts the defendant made for him were from the Civil War era and were useless. He's suing the foolish foot doctor for $1,500 for a full refund and pain and suffering. This is the defendant, Dr. Alan Lewis. He says he's been a podiatrist for 36 years and knows everything there is to know about feet. He made it very clear there are no guarantees when it comes to orthotics, but it's always worth a try. The hot-headed plaintiff called him a month later demanding he wire his money back that day, and if he didn't, he'd be sued for malpractice and be arrested for theft. Oh, bring it on, man. He's accused of not having good footings.
All parties, please raise your right hand.
Okay.
Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas. James Odell?
That's me.
You are suing Dr. Alan Lewis for $1,500, $900 that you say you paid for orthotics, and $600 for time and aggravation trying to get your $900 back.
Yeah, really.
Tell me what happened.
Okay. First, I'm really glad to be here to have this adjudicated. I first heard of this man, Alan Lewis, because I saw his card at the reception station of my longtime doctor of 30 years. And to me, it appeared that my doctor had vetted this individual. In other words, that
You share space with his doctor?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
that she had
She vetted him for credit history, okay? If she's sharing space with him, it's not.
I'll tell you what, Your Honor.
Okay, it doesn't matter. So you picked him and you went to him because you had a problem with your feet.
Yeah,
what was
I'm a
the problem with your feet?
And I'm almost 64.
You're what?
I'm a tennis coach.
Oh, a tennis coach.
Yeah,
okay.
I coach a high school team.
Okay.
And 24-3.
Yay. Yeah. You coach a high school team and you're 64 years old.
Almost,
okay.
July.
And you're seeing him because you have some problems with your feet. Do you know what the problems are?
Yeah, I
What are
had
they?
really sore feet. They were swollen. They were aching me after I got off tennis, or I've been on my feet for a while, and I needed a treatment. And so, you know, his card said podiatrist.
Okay.
If he's a real doctor, he ignored the first rule of medicine, which is do no harm, because he harmed me.
So you go in and then you see him in order to make orthotics, right?
Correct.
And orthotics are, explain what they are, please.
Orthotics are a device that place the feet in a better position when walking, running, when being on your feet.
Okay, so the orthotics that you sold him were for, at a price of what?
The initial pair is $600.
Okay.
That includes all the expenses of
The
manufacture, making the
Because you
molds.
actually have him do a mold at your office.
Yes, I do.
Okay, and then are these hard orthotics or soft orthotics? Like, can I see them? Do you have them
Yeah,
with
sure.
you?
I have a pair of real orthotics that are real doctor
The ones he sold you, do you have them?
No, he has them.
Okay, let me see them.
You want to see mine too?
Yeah, in a
You want
minute.
to see what real ones look like?
Yes.
I've worn orthotics for 15 years.
These are real orthotics.
They've been used, so
Okay.
you may want to use the gloves.
Do we have them?
No offense to you.
No. They don't smell.
No, that's quite all right.
Anything that's touched the human body, we just.
It's all good. Flimsy.
Okay. All right. So you order these,
I ordered those.
and then they come.
They come, I put them in my shoe ASAP, and I get temporary relief for about 10 days. And then my foot starts to swell up, get red, hurt. My knees start hurting me because of these orthotics. And at this point, I'm like, okay, these are back. I give them back. He made me a guarantee.
He did? Can I
Yeah,
see
he
the
did.
guarantee?
He said he'd take them back if they didn't work.
Can I see that?
I don't have it. He did it verbally.
Did you say that?
I've never used the word guarantee in my practice.
Right.
There's no such thing as guarantee in medicine.
There is no such thing as guarantee. You're talking to somebody who has 72 foot problems, okay? And I have never had a doctor, and I've seen probably 10 doctors ever say to me, I guarantee this is going to work. I've had doctors with a lot of optimism. I've had doctors say, oh, well, you haven't been to me yet. I'm going to inject this, and that neuroma is going to go away when I inject it, and then it also doesn't go away. Or I've had doctors say, well, I'm really good at the CC, how I can, and then that doesn't, because it's the body, it's the human body. People don't usually say guarantee, but if you're going to say that he said it and he denies it, I'm going to need to see some proof of that guarantee.
Am going to say,
do you have that in writing?
No, I do not.
Okay.
He didn't give me anything in writing.
Okay.
But
Right.
I will tell you that he said this would make my problem go away.
Well, yeah, that's the hope. But what the heck are you?
But instead
you know.
it came back double.
Okay.
All right. And I know my claims are true because after my experience with him, my doctor recommended me to a real podiatrist, an MD with
Okay.
credentials.
Is it a real podiatrist or is it an MD? Because they're two different things.
It's an MD.
Okay.
Now, he displayed no credentials whatsoever. So it's a dubious thing to me that he's actually a doctor.
Okay.
I mean, do no harm, etc. But all right, my doctor looked at those and she kind of laughed. She said, these are, maybe current 30 years ago. This is what a real pair looks like.
Okay. Let's see those.
There's a little difference, right?
Yeah. I don't love these. I got to tell you, they cut right there and then you can feel it.
They're junk.
I mean, I don't know that they're junk. I'm just saying that, like,
The fact that he doesn't.
Can you stop? Is there an off button on you?
Yeah, there is.
Find it, coach. Okay. If you're pounding a tennis court or if you're just walking or whatever, you can kind of feel like where it ends. Is this the one you always use, this company?
I've been using the same one for probably 10, 15 years.
Maybe you should switch because better stuff has been invented.
In all honesty,
Where it's smoother.
This is the first person who has complained in this manner or almost in any manner. One thing we do tell the patient is if you're uncomfortable with them, we will adjust them.
But I don't think you can adjust this.
Yes,
This is
you can.
how do you adjust this?
Well, first of all, the plastic, which is the white where your thumb is, can be heated and remolded, number one, for openers. Number two, additional padding may be added to it. The arch may need to be filled in. It depends upon the individual patient and how they feel about it. I will say, going back to a couple of Mr. Odell's comments, if I may.
Yeah.
Number one, I'll give you a copy of my license.
I don't need a cup of your license.
Okay, well, I just wanted to refute that part of the
Gotcha.
statement.
Okay.
And number two, the doctor that he's referring to has her husband and son seeing me as patients.
No, I don't believe that.
Oh, you mean the doctor who you share space with, who
Yes.
he loves? Okay. Go on.
Okay?
I object.
Stop, please stop.
Proof.
Go.
So, and by the way, I might add, they're both wearing the same type of orthotics that were dispensed to Mr. Odell.
Proof.
All right?
Can you please put your hand down?
All right.
Thank you. All right. Now, apparently it does not go well between him and your answering service, correct?
No, does not.
The answering service, let's see, what do they say? He says, there was no money transfer because you had demanded a money transfer back to your account. There was no money transfer made to my account today. My lawyer, who I selected today as a malpractice lawyer, is an absolute killer. If he puts a doctor on the stand, he will need a defibrillator. This man is incredibly stupid. Dr. Lewis is absolutely going to be putting himself in a deep hole. I will own his home. I'm sorry, so that's stupidity. So I offered him an easy way out, which is a money transfer. He didn't do it. So now he's mine. Pass this down the food chain. If you would like to make a settlement, you can do so privately with me. Otherwise, you're going to be fed to the sharks, all of you, because I'm going to have to include you in the lawsuit.
I talk a good game.
You must be the most fascinating coach. This is hysterical.
It's all the kids.
Okay, I would
Honor,
like to make an appointment for Thursday, and I can be reached at such and such a number. I intend to bring the police with me. This is the message you're leaving with the receipt.
Yeah, right.
Because I
did
consider you
intend.
to be a thief. You haven't returned my money, and I'm mad, so I will bring the police. So call and tell me what time to come. You can end this by returning money to my account as I have asked you to do. Otherwise, blah, 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 and goes on from there.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So, do these inserts work for bum feet? I've never actually used them, but my mom has, and she definitely thinks that they do.
Who's used them?
I'm her mother, and they do work.
I don't really understand the principle, if you have bad feet, how that can help.
Well, what happens is that they actually molded it onto my foot, so that way it really goes to the principle of my foot. So that way it's shaped like it, and it inserts right into the back part of the heel, and it's great. I have plantar fasciitis, and it works.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Dr. Scholes, going inside the courtroom.
All right, so here's where we are. We have you going in there. You claim he gave you a guarantee, which I guarantee he did not give you a guarantee.
He said he'd fix it.
Okay, well, that's what every doctor is hoping to help you. But I guarantee that no doctor, no podiatrist, and no MD who is dealing with your feet, because I've been to hundreds, is going to tell you, I hereby give you a money-back guarantee on these orthotics. It's just not done. So if there's no written guarantee, then you are suing on what? That he made you an orthotic and the orthotic is garbage and it's not... he breached a contract to make you a decent orthotic because look at this, it's flimsy, or what?
I know
it didn't help you, and therefore it's a money-back guarantee.
I know my claims are true because when I saw a real podiatrist, she looked at that and she said that went out years ago. That's like so ancient. And I know my claims are true because...
Do you have the sample of the orthotics at your consult?
I do have some, yes.
Did you show it to him?
I don't believe I did, no, Your Honor.
You know, you should make a practice. I mean, I know you've been in practice forever, but you should make a practice of showing it to people and then making sure that when the documents they sign in your office say that they've seen it.
Good point. Thank you.
The real doctor
I mean, they can still complain that it doesn't help, but it's kind of different than saying, oh my God, look how flimsy this is. I don't love this, but I don't love this. I don't like how it ends there abruptly. I feel like he can feel that. I'm not sure. I don't love this, but that doesn't mean that he wins. I got to tell you, my entire life is not a quest for the honest man, but a quest for the right orthotic. You were talking to a woman who has multiple issues, and there's 1,000 different orthotics. I've had these really soft, I've had them hard, I've had all kinds of different things, and it's really a trial and error thing. And I know you got angry right away and wanted your money back, and that's that. And that's fine. It's your prerogative.
It's a lot of money.
But when you don't allow them a chance to adjust here or adjust there.
He didn't call me back.
Yeah, but here's the problem with your case is you think that if you don't like his orthotics, you get your money back. And that's not the law. The law is if he breached some duty to you, such as, I guarantee these will work, then he has to give you your money back. You can't just say from the beginning, give me my money back, okay? And then you want me to find that he must return all of it back to you based on a breach of some guarantee that I don't believe he ever made to you.
Doctor's pledge.
Okay. Breach of some guarantee that I don't believe he ever made to you. These are the same orthotics that he supplies to apparently your doctor and other people.
I don't believe that.
And in fact, do you recall if you actually gave these orthotics to the doctor and her family, or they don't have orthotics? Do you remember?
Yeah, they really do.
No, they really do. It's the same brand that he's been using forever.
What did
They
you
work
charge
for
him?
a lot of people. They may not work for others. That's how this kind of business works. It doesn't mean that he has to refund your money because there is no money-back guarantee in the world of medicine. My verdict in this case is for the defendant. Good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Rat.
All right, so he's walking okay as he comes out into the hallway. Come on over here next to me and tell me what's your reaction to the outcome here.
Well, I think it was based on hearsay. His stuff is from the Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
He's from the Civil War.
Okay. So game, set, match for you then.
That's all. No, I play tomorrow again.
Okay, good luck.
Thanks.
All right, right down this way. All right, come on in here, and there goes another satisfied customer.
Oh, what can I say? I'm happy with the results.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
This happen often in the field?
It's the first time I've been sued after 36 years in practice.
Well, maybe not everyone sues, but not everybody's cured either, right?
We tell people there's no guarantee.
We know.
But if you'd like, if there's a problem,
You should have given you a chance to
call me.
fix it.
I'll adjust.
Harvey?
The plaintiff is basing the whole case on this thing, doctor do no harm. That is not a contract. That's an oath that doctors take. As for the contract, doctors are supposed to act professionally, but they don't guarantee results. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.